You're listening to For What, hosted by sisters Mary Beth and Loren.
Penny's joining us today.
Yay, P.
I love having her as a co-host.
Yes, sweet Miss P.
She doesn't have a lot to say, and she's not as irreverent. You know who is irreverent, though? Lemon. She literally shit on my floor this morning.
Oh,
so I wake up, head's pounding, because I'm hungover, and Penny, stretches, yawns. Normally Lemon comes out, whenever she hears me get out of the bed, but she didn't, so I was like,
what's up?
Hello. So I check in the closet, which is where she sleeps. She prefers it. And she's not there. So I open up the door, and she's, standing outside our bedroom door, hello. And then
something's happened.
Yeah. Anytime Lemon gets outside of the bedroom in the middle of the night, she will either pee or poop.
Yeah.
Or both. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
She definitely shit all over my floor. So I, literally peered around. There's this literal pile of steaming shit.
Unbelievable.
In my living room.
Your dogs have exceptionally large poops.
No, they're huge. 3 times a day.
I don't know if I could commit to cleaning that up.
It's an unbelievable amount of poop.
It is. When they've stayed at my house, I'm like, what has happened to my yard in 2.5 days? That's crazy.
What human
yeah.
squatter came and took a
it
shit in my
literally
backyard.
looks like, they're just massive. And then my dog has the teeniest tiny. And I'm like, that's right. They're so cute. They almost don't even exist.
Right.
We almost don't even see them.
Yeah.
Little logs.
100%.
Yeah.
When you look out in my backyard, it's like cow patties.
Yes, exactly.
Do you have dogs or do you have a cow?
Or multiple cows. Oh my God.
Anyway.
So you literally had a cow patty this morning.
I will get you a cow patty.
Diarrhea. That's
and
gross.
I was hungover. Which I haven't been hungover in a really long time because I normally don't drink.
Yeah, it's so unusual for you.
I'm a California sober gal.
What does that mean?
That you only partake in ganja.
That's me. I didn't know that's what I was called.
Yeah.
California
sober.
It's like Colorado sober to me. It's the same.
Same thing.
Okay.
Except Colorado also makes me think meth.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes. Because when you drive into Colorado, there's 15 meth billboards of those people's faces for the first 30 minutes into Colorado.
I never noticed that.
Yeah.
That's funny that you're reading the billboards. I'm looking at the scenery when I enter Colorado.
No, not me.
No, not me.
Not this girl.
I only care about the billboards.
Well, they
what are
really
they telling me about
they
the
grab your
state?
attention because they're like, she's 27, but she has 4 teeth and looks raggedy.
Leprosy.
Yeah, so that really scared me when I was 10, driving into Colorado. So that really made an impact
where
on me.
do my siblings live?
And southern Colorado is not.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very New Mexico deserty looking still, and that's where the meth billboards are.
Yeah, you're right. There's some interesting things happening in southern Colorado, but
yeah, like meth.
Okay.
Anyway, so both of us used to live in Colorado at one point.
We did.
Our listeners probably don't know that.
Probably not.
What happened was you escaped from Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah.
The wind blew you out.
Yeah,
right out of Texas.
I had enough of the dust storms and grit in my teeth, literally. I was blown into a tree one time. I was like, I'm done with this town. I gotta get out of here. So I moved to Colorado Springs in 2004, and then
your future husband's mom picked you up from the airport.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, that was so crazy.
And then you joined a cult and married the cult. Not
Prodigy.
leader, but
Yeah.
one of the elders.
Yeah.
A deacon.
Thought I was really moving up in some weird world.
You moved up the ladder.
I did.
Real quick.
I moved up so fast I didn't even know what ladder I was on.
Right.
Where am I?
But you were so miserable and pregnant and eating Boston cream pies all the time.
I was. I ate a lot.
And Tums.
One a week. Yeah. Boston cream pies and Tums. Gosh. I forgot about the Tums. It's so bad. Antacids are so bad for you.
I know.
All the research is coming out. I forgot
It's
I did that when I was
dementia and
pregnant.
shit. Yeah. Well, because that's the only thing that you can safely take
No, you can do like apple cider vinegar and
which I
did
that,
and that didn't do anything, and it made me want to vomit. So I was like,
that's the thing is like
that's terrible.
When you're pregnant, you just do whatever you can to survive,
right?
And like whatever happens to her,
I love that you know that, and you've never been pregnant.
I feel like I have.
Listen, we're gonna talk about some things today.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we are. Okay, I just want you to know, this couch draws me all week. I'm like drawn to this couch.
It's the big comfy couch.
This is where I am therapized. Yeah, therapized with Molly. That has a different context than what I meant.
Have you ever done Molly before?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
I haven't done a lot of drugs because I obviously missed out on that because I was in a cult, and then I had kids, and then I'm just like, oh, I don't want anything bad to happen, like laced with fentanyl, and then I die, and I have children.
And then I have to be their mom.
Yeah. And then you're their godparents, so that would be terrible for you. So I'm just like holding off on the drugs until they graduate.
I'm also a little bit scared of uppers.
I'm scared of everything that I haven't done, so...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
So I've been looking forward to this therapy session because
yes,
I'm realizing, like I literally wrote down in my journal on my phone this week where I'm like, I have some issues with some things that I need to grow and mature in, obviously.
Totally.
I've been very stunted in a lot of different areas.
100%.
Because of the way I grew up and just all the trauma and stuff. And so, but now I feel like I'm like online. And so I can catch up.
She's plugged in.
She's plugged in. It's time to play catch up. This is where I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah. So. Because one of your bigger, it's a huge strength, but it's an area that you don't have a lot of like boundaries to make it work for you.
I can't wait to hear what this is.
I'm trying not to call it a weakness.
Oh, but it's fine.
It's how like you revert to that like
default
submissive
setting. Yes.
The like wait, somebody else does know better, I guess.
Absolutely.
In this area I don't really know, or the like I can't really say that.
That's literally what I'm learning is that is my conditioning. I have literally, in fact, you and Drew said this, growing up in the early 90s, the way I was in the church, I was conditioned to be attracted to a certain kind of guy.
Yeah.
That alpha, big truck, masculine, God-fearing, Republican. I was trained to believe a certain way about myself, that the most powerful role I could ever have is a mother and wife.
To a God-fearing man who was leading you according to God's word.
Yeah, that I was being led by in my life. And all of that has been unraveled at this point, and now I'm reconstructing. Mm-hmm. And so I feel very like new. I feel like a baby fawn. No, a baby. Yeah. Is that what it's called? A little
like
baby
Bambi?
Deer? Yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm like wobbling on my
baby
legs.
on ice.
Yes.
And I'm Thumper.
Exactly.
I'm also Flower.
Yes, you are. Oh, yeah. So, and there's a few areas where I'm just still very wobbly, but figuring it out and excited to not be in the conditioning anymore. But I can also see how much it's impacted my life. Anyways, this week, what has come up for me is, you already know some of these stories, but one of my biggest shticks is when people who don't have children or have partners that they're raising their children with give their input on how I can be a better soul parent.
As if they have any idea.
Okay, so this is probably one of my biggest triggers.
Totally.
Because very, very few people understand what anybody has lived, right? Like we all have our own stories and experience. But for reference, I have heard over the years when people say, oh, I'm a single mom this week because my husband's out of town. Or I'm a single parent for the next 6 months because my husband's deployed. Or I'm a single parent because my husband's in the hospital or this or that. Whatever it is. And I want to put a couple categories here because really this
caveats.
This topic today, well, there's categories of single parenting is what I meant. It's obviously sensitive to me. So I want to be really clear about what my sensitivity is. Single parents who are co-parenting with other parents are maybe going to relate a little bit with what I'm going to talk about today, but you have another parent. Like you have another emotional support. You have another person to share the responsibilities with. Like not really It
comes with its own host of issues.
Totally.
The battle of styles of parenting and the other partners coming in, like all of that. Like there's extra shit you have to deal with in
so
that
much
category.
Drama, so much baggage with that. I did that for 1.5 years and I was like, oh my God, my life is going to be terrible. I will hate this. Yeah. But then he ended up dying. And then, so for 9 years, I have been doing this by myself, really, really by myself, which was a choice. I chose not to get married or co-parent with anybody else because I simply don't want to do that. Yeah. So I realize that this is a choice that I've made. However, when people talk about how they've experienced, even I have friends who are widows and raising their kids, but one of them, her dad moved in with her and helps her financially and with her son and things like that. And then another one got married after a few years, and that's awesome. And they have this beautiful blended family, and it's amazing. Everybody has amazing stories, right? Mm-hmm. I have been doing this by myself in my own home with my children, locked with my children, trapped in my home with my children for 9 years. Which is a choice, but also there's repercussions of this, right? Consequences. Anyways, one of the biggest ones is it's highlighted that I'm not much of an enforcer. I don't enforce or follow through with things with my kids because I don't have time. And I also forget.
Right.
All the things I'm supposed to be enforcing. Right. I forgot.
It's ever changing too.
Constant, nonstop.
Yeah.
The other thing is the orderliness or lack thereof in my home. Yeah. First of all, from the get-go, I've never been an organized person. I'm my late husband used to call me a chaotically organized person.
Because you are organized. You always know where your stuff is.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's never lost. So
right.
To you, there is order to how you've arranged everything, but to an outsider's eye,
anyone
it may
else.
not be picture perfect.
Right. It's not tidy. Yeah. It's cluttery. I also have ADHD, and my particular brand is if it is put away, I forgot I have it. So pretty much everything is out.
Drew also suffers from that. Yes. So all of his things are on his bathroom counter, and I'm like,
absolutely.
Your drawer's right there, though.
We'll forget. The only thing I have in my drawers is my toothpaste and my Q-tips because those, my body will be like, you need it. Okay?
It's got to be somewhere.
Yeah,
let's check the drawer.
Exactly. Everything else, I'm like, what's down here? I don't know. When was the last time I opened the cabinet? I don't know. Everything I need is out, which I know drives most people crazy. It does not for me because that's necessity. When I added one human into the mix, meaning my children, because my husband was OCD, so that worked out perfectly. He was just organized
true
everything.
OCD too, not the OCD, all my hangers have to be facing this
right, and I'm so clean and tidy. No, he was compulsive. It was really, he didn't sleep until everything was color-coded and
OCD.
Alphabetized, and which
intrusive thoughts, the whole thing.
Quite enjoyed our home in that way because I was like, oh my God,
the benefits of his mental illness.
Yeah. And I was so appreciative of the way his brain worked in that way. I'm Okay, if somebody
like perfectly tied rope, perfectly organized garage. I've never seen a garage more spick and span and perfect use of every single nook and cranny.
Everything.
Than y'all's garage.
Every square inch. Well, you never saw his dad's garage because it was also like that. It was amazing. And he had like a little bit more money than my husband. So it like looked really cool too. Anyway, so I appreciate the organization that other people can bring to the table. Totally. I, however, will never be able to come up with that on my own.
You can only do so much.
I've tried in so many different times in my life. It just doesn't happen. What I can typically do, sometimes it has to be come back in and like have a little reset. But what I typically can do is maintain what has been set and organized for me.
Right.
Meaning like if you unpack a house and you put everything away, I can keep that going. Sometimes things get a little derailed and need a little reset. But okay, so again, I've been doing that on my own for 9 years. Okay, that has not gone well at all. So my daughter is very organized. And so growing up in a home where I'm running it, not her jam. Not comfortable.
I do want to commend you though, because your house is never dirty.
I try really hard.
Never have I ever experienced dirty,
filth,
uncleanliness in your home. Like I can breathe the air. I can sit on your couch. I can like...
Yeah, we dust. We do chores.
Yeah.
It is a fight for me to do that though. Like that takes everything. And I mean, not that I don't want a clean house. I do. Cleanliness is my minimum standard. But of all the
things on your list of things to do.
Yeah. Speaking of all the things on my list to do, I had to write it down.
Oh my God.
I literally wrote it down. Because I had to come up with recently what's come to my mind or come to my world is just like, I can do this better. There's no system for like me and the kids putting our dishes in the dishwasher. And this was pointed out to me and I lost it. I was like, and you know how my summer's going. Like I'm done. I'm done. I have nothing to give.
She's at the end of her rope. We're hanging on by a fiber.
Yeah, she's got nothing left at this point. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, why? I'll just stay here. I don't want to get up. Unless I'm coming to this couch, then I'm excited. So I start to like rebut this system. And I'm like, listen, that's a great idea. Love that. Not going to happen. And it's like, well, you have excuses and, you know, are these arguments, but you're just reinforcing this mindset that can change. And I'm like, let's talk about my excuses.
Yeah.
Really quickly, if we will. Okay, and this is for all the sole parents and the single parents who are doing it alone and don't have anybody else to lean on regarding their kids and their finances, okay? So I have categories of finances, self, kids, school, my business, parenting. I have as a separate one from even kids because that's it just needed a whole nother.
You and the kids alone, that's two different things.
Exactly. The house, food, and then miscellaneous.
Ugh, Jesus. And you have a dog.
Yeah, he would go under miscellaneous. He's actually very low maintenance. Now, if his poops were as big as your dog's, that would move up. He would be high maintenance, but he's very low maintenance. I highly recommend Cheweenies. And as I was writing this out, I was like, oh, babe, you're doing just fine. There is so much here that you already know. I was actually thinking about when we would talk about this, and I'm like, you've never even had kids, but you have this visceral empathy that when I talk and rant to you, you are coming into my life and you're like, 100%. And then you can't not see it. I know you see it when you're around, because you pointed out, you're like, I mean, every time I'll say about my own life, I mean, I don't know why I can't. And you're like, well, I think it's because this, that. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Like I feel like I always remind you to have grace for yourself.
Yes.
Because one, you are doing the best that you can. And as we discussed in our first episode, whatever, that's one of the 4 agreements to take care of yourself and be a human being.
Right.
do the best that you can. And if you are doing the best that you can, which I believe that you are,
oh my God,
some things are going to fall through the cracks because you are literally just a girl.
Yeah.
You're just a human.
Right.
You're just one person.
One. I'm just one. I'm not multiple. And it really is interesting because the people who are single parents but have another parent in the picture for the kids, or they have a partner, or their partner's out of town, or travels a lot, or is deployed a lot, like whatever. I'm like, it's still different because at a minimum, there's usually a financial shared aspect.
Right.
Okay. That weight alone.
Yeah.
Having been a stay-at-home mom who didn't get a career started until late 30s.
Right.
I'm like, I am a good 15 years behind the workforce trajectory.
Right.
So I'm playing catch up there.
Yeah.
Trying to get to an income and to a stability that I can support my now teenagers who are moving into driving. And insurance alone is like $500 a month, which is crazy.
God.
So that financial burden and pressure is incredible, right? And I do think, when I hear about, men in heteronormative relationships and just in our society, they're typically the breadwinners, right? They're typically the providers. And I'm like, yeah, I understand what that fucking feels like.
Totally.
I have to work. I have to get my ass up and I have to fucking work. And then the separate but similar or related category of running my business, I have to think, what's coming in? Where am I going to get more income? What avenues can I take?
You can't have an off day.
No, I literally have no off days.
And that's another aspect of being a sole parent without another parent, at least somewhat in the picture.
Yes.
There's no off days. No. There's no breaks. There's no aloneness.
Ever. Unless I schedule it out.
You have to schedule it out. You have to,
and I have to break down the whole entire mental load for everybody. Here, I have to give directions because nobody else knows the routine, right? Like another parent would. So that
somebody else is not involved in the routine at all.
Right. So, and it's the emotional, I don't even know where to put the emotional weight of it all. I think I have it under parenting, but I'm like, that is 24/7, 100% of the time. And I get it. All parents are always thinking about their kids, are always considering and factoring them in. I am the only touch point though.
Yeah.
If anything were to happen with my kid's mind, with their bad dreams, they're sick, they've got this, it's me. Everything goes to me, right? So that alone for 9 years, I'm like,
she's tired.
It's time to tap out. I even tell my kids, they're 15 and 13 now, and I'm like, telling my 15-year-old, I'm like, hey, the sooner you can do life on your own, the better.
I'm not going to fight you on it.
I am not trying to keep doing this. I'm just not. And she's like, okay, I like that, because she's very independent, and that's great. I've raised both my kids. Yeah, well, she's getting there. She's got an independent spirit.
Yeah.
She hasn't fully actualized it
the
yet.
steps to get there.
God. Obviously, I've prioritized, one of the things I prioritize the most is myself. Literally. Because I can't. I have tanked. I have been completely flattened down. I'm like, oh my God, if I'm the only one doing this, I have to keep myself alive, you know? So my health is luckily kind of worked into my work and business as well. But even the summer with my kids being home, I haven't had time to myself. I haven't been exercising and working out like I normally do. And I'm losing myself. I'm like, I haven't gone on walks. It's too fucking hot. But anyway. And then you have to manage my social. I have to go see people. I have to rest.
Oh my God.
I have to actually sleep. I have to take care of laundry and things like that, and clean my bathroom.
I just think I'm overwhelmed. I work 4 days a week.
Yeah.
I don't have kids.
You have 2 big ass cow dogs.
Yeah. My husband works from home most of the time. Like, I really don't have a lot going on, but I feel overwhelmed. And I just multiply that by 1 billion. Yeah. Then I'm like, that's what my sister has going on.
I know. And it's like other people's overwhelm. Like, I actually don't diminish that at all because I used to not have kids and I used to be overwhelmed too. Like,
it's like you measure it to what you're used to or whatever.
Exactly.
So it is still overwhelming for me.
Absolutely.
Would it be overwhelming for you now? Right. Obviously.
Yeah. I would feel like, I don't even know what I would feel like.
You're floating.
Yeah. Like I'm like, I've become a cloud.
I have nothing to do.
Yeah. I'm like,
nothing's tying me down.
Easy. I don't know. And it's not like I really do. I have no resentment towards that in that way. The only thing that really gets me lit is when people compare their temporary circumstances to sole parenting or single parenting. I'm like, that is a slap in the face and you should stop saying that. Yeah. Never, ever, ever say that. Yeah. I'm going to be a single mom this week. Shut up.
My husband's sick, so I'm single momming it.
I don't want to hear it. Okay. I don't want to hear it.
Is he literally dead and not an option?
Can the kids call him? Will he come back? Okay.
No. Can he take them out for ice cream for an hour?
Yeah. Is he contributing financially in any way? I don't want to hear it. Yeah. So, and then the kids, like, obviously their emotional and psychological health is like the biggest thing to me.
Huge.
And that's enough. Period.
No,
that's all.
That's more than enough.
That's so much.
Your kids are big feelers too. Not even a little bit less dialed down. Like,
they're not.
They're feeling it all.
Stoic or stagnant children in any way.
No.
And that's probably because
they're like, oh yeah, you thought that was crazy? Guess what?
One of my favorite things that my kids, some of the things they say are so brutal and also so hilarious. And one of the things both my kids have said in 2 different ways is, you know, when they were like probably 8 and 9 and I would yell or just like explode, I would come back and apologize. Or they got to the point where they could say it in the middle of my storm because I gave them permission to. And they would be like, my son said one time, I think he was like 8, and he was like, the way you're talking to me right now makes me feel like my heart is shattering into a million pieces and scattered all over the floor. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stop and reevaluate everything about my parenting style now. You know, like they're so clear about how they feel.
They really get right in there.
They really do. And so it's been very assaulting in all ways to me. But here we are.
Like, you never know what you're going to get. And that's really exhausting. Like, the unpredictability of it all is just like...
Oof. It really is. Yeah, because on the flip side, they can be so connective and so sweet. And they'll be like, I miss you. And I mean, my son, same son, will just lay down and he'll be like, let's just look into each other's eyes for a few minutes. And I'm like, oh my God. And he will. He'll just sit there and stare into my eyes. And it's the sweetest thing ever. So it's a lot to take in and process. And then, this is probably one of the bigger points is you have to teach them everything.
Yeah.
Like literally everything.
They don't know how to do anything unless you tell them.
Like literally from obviously.
But 700 times.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't know how many times you're going to have to do it. So it's like, is the 70th time going to be it or the 700th? Right. I don't know. It's so much. But from tying their shoes to like literally, this is how you load the fucking dishwasher.
Right.
To here's how you respond properly in a text.
Exactly.
Here's how you ask a question and get the information you need.
Yes.
Here's how you find the next step for the problem you're having. Like,
everything.
Here's how you manage your time. Here's how you pack your bag.
And you can't just say it how it makes sense to you.
No.
It has to be how it makes sense to them in that specific moment, which is ever changing.
Exactly.
And like, you're going to have to say it multiple different ways.
Yeah. This is why I think I'm good at coaching, because I have had to teach my children how to do life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to teach in 16 different ways the same principle. So I'm like, I can pretty much tell anybody how to develop.
Like, if you had another parent figure, then maybe they could teach 8 ways and you could teach 8 ways of how to do something.
Or I could
whatever.
sign off on this topic. Like organization.
Right.
That was never going to be me teaching the kids that.
Right.
I was never going to teach them, here's a structure and a system that really makes sense and it's efficient. No, I was never going to do that. So then when their dad died, I was like, well, fuck, we're all shit out of luck now. How are they going to
have to
YouTube
have a friend or a parent?
I'm like,
partner.
look it up on YouTube because I don't know.
You know what's crazy? Partner and parent are the same letters.
That is crazy. Did you just figure that out?
Yes.
Whoa. I could dig into that psychologically.
No, I know.
Partner and parent. That's actually crazy because, you know, in the human psyche, whatever was not reconciled with our parent is what we want to reconcile in our partnerships.
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
It's almost like it was destined.
That's crazy.
Language is so interesting.
It really is.
Sorry to derail that.
No, it's fine.
How long have we been recording, by the way?
I don't know. Okay. Are you done?
No.
Oh.
No, it just feels like it's been like 3 hours.
Definitely not.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe 30 minutes?
Oh my God. Okay, great. Like, I'm locked in. I'm here all day. I just was curious.
I'm not here all day.
Okay.
I'm here for the end of this and your stories. Anyways, I won't go on forever because we get it, right?
Okay.
But when someone says to me, people have come into my home and I've moved away from apologizing about my house because I'm like,
please.
I am doing so much, so well. I do a lot of things really, really well.
Yes.
I do not need to focus on the things I'm not doing well and go make sure everybody feels comfortable around that. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. That's wasted energy.
For what?
Yeah, for what? So I gave that up a few years ago.
So somebody is like, oh, so they don't have to worry about you? That is 100% their problem.
Yeah, I think actually the last time I did that was a few years ago when, can I say who it was? No. Okay, I cannot. Someone I know was at my house, and I think I was apologizing for how my house looked, or, oh, yeah, I can't. And I said something like, I can't do it all. And this person said, well, you can. And I said,
no, you literally can't.
This person has never had children. And it has, in the course of their life, which was around 55, 60 years, been married a couple times. So shared a home with a partner, but never had children, right? Never raised children on their own. And so then standing in my house and saying that I can, if I really wanted to, I could do it. And I was like,
wrong.
And I can't remember what I said.
Was this person a man?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not this time around. Other men have said things to me about the same thing, same topic. And I'm like, the audacity is astounding. And really, I get it. Like, this is a trigger for me. And so I feel very unseen when people make remarks about this, especially if I'm acknowledging it. Like,
totally.
I'm
we
aware.
We don't need to double down.
Yeah, I'm aware that I am not teaching my kids how to rinse out their dish and put it directly in the dishwasher every time. I'm fully aware of that. I don't care. I don't care because all my cares have gone into their emotional health, getting them enrolled in school and they're on time, and letting them have some sort of social activity where they feel joy in their life. I'm not going to sit there.
You're making sure that they are able to establish healthy connections.
I'm making sure that they can figure out once they leave my house what they need to thrive.
Right.
If they need to wash the dish and load it immediately after, which my daughter will, I need her to figure that out and then live accordingly.
Right.
I don't need to do that. When it's just me, I don't need to do that. I can't keep up with it. And it creates like tension between me and the kids when I have to enforce that, because I have such a low threshold for that. And that's what, about 6 years ago, I gave up fighting with my kids about this, because I'm like, this is ruining our relationship.
Right.
And it's not the most important thing to me.
You're already automatically, naturally going to have points of tension.
Yeah.
We may as well make those worth it, teachable moments where it can build something. The dishes, because like, you don't even have the strength to fight for them.
I don't.
Because you're like, I already don't care.
I don't.
This already is not as important.
Yeah.
So, like, let's not do this.
That's not. And like...
And that's different for everybody.
Right. Exactly. Everybody has their things. And like for me, screen time, I hate talking and fighting about that. But to me, that's worth continuing to fight about because of my kids' mental health, right? And just safety around that. The dishes? No. You can figure that out when you leave my house. Yeah. I don't care. That's not going to be on my radar. Anyway, so I think that's when I gave up ever apologizing for my house, because it was almost like an open door for them to then share their opinion,
right? And
I was like, oh, never, excuse me, like, and then I practiced, because this is what I do. So I hated that situation. I felt like very unseen and misunderstood, you know. And so later I was
taken advantage of, because you were vulnerable.
Exactly.
You acknowledged, admitted, hey, I'm being real. And then she was like, also,
well, you could do better if you tried.
And
I'm like, well, and I think I argued with her. I think we went back and forth like, well, no, I really can't. And she goes, well, you can. And I was like, no, I really can't. And she's like, well, all right. And I'm like, so then I started practicing in my head. I'm like, the next time somebody says that to me, I want to repeat, oh, is that what you learned when you raised your kids by yourself for 10 years?
Right.
And I feel like that would end the conversation. And some people can see that as, oh, Mary Beth, you're being petty, or, oh, you're like taking this personally or whatever. And
you're
like,
mirroring them.
Yeah. And I'm like,
psychology 101.
Yeah, but you're giving your input in my life.
In my space that I invited you into.
That you've never walked a day in my shoes in. And a lot of times there are other parents, men, who like to say to me, well, I mean, I do it. I'm like, oh, do you do it? Do you have a mother of your child that's also around?
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Period.
Carrying a portion of the load that you will never have to carry.
Yeah. At a minimum, cleaning up after the kids every now and then. Don't talk to me.
No, not interested.
Want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. No one ever cleans up after my kids except me.
Yeah. Who else?
So.
The cleaning fairy.
Yeah. They're waiting for her. My kids are waiting for that cleaning fairy. They believe she exists.
It's mom.
Yeah, it's mom. She does not come enough. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, so that's my rant for today. I just really wanted to show up on this therapy couch.
Yeah.
Because I know you always see me. I really do always feel seen in this space by you. So I appreciate that. And then really a shout out to all the parents doing it alone. You know, it's hard, and we've talked about this too, where I feel when I need help, I feel this resistance of like, we have to like keep helping you because you chose to do this alone. You don't have another partner. Right. You didn't. And I'm like, okay, then don't help. You know, like it's such a deviation.
If you're going to be in the village, then you are accepting the foundation of the village, which is me and me alone. And my decision and the non-consequences that are coming with that decision far outweighing the consequences.
That's right.
So like, if you can't blindly accept that and like move past it, go ahead and get out.
Right.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, because again, if I did have a partner in the home, like I would have to be actively spending a lot of energy overcoming some of these immaturities I have in relationship, right? That would be taking away so much emotional presence that I do have with my kids now. Mm-hmm. I'd have to be putting, and that's just not something I was willing to sacrifice.
Like you were talking about earlier, like you are like emerging Bambi in this world of discovering who you are.
Yeah.
Who is Mary Beth in this world?
Who is she?
And
without conditioning.
What do you want? What do you feel? What do you think? Because you have been told what to feel and think and who you are your entire life. But you're trying to do that while also raising children with your massive list of to-dos. So like your growth is probably not, which is exponential, but isn't even as fast as it would be if you were by yourself and didn't also have to do all these extra things.
Right.
So,
and it's just different because the kids pull me into a different area of growth than I would if I was just on my own.
And given like what we talked about last week with mom and her remarrying somebody, like that's such a humongous cautionary tale. You're like, I don't need to go down that road because I know what that can look like.
That's right.
And there's trauma and weaknesses and things unresolved, specifically relating to partnership and relationship and parenting, that let's try something different this time. Let me just give that energy to the children instead of giving it to another partner where those benefits could potentially benefit the kid. But also maybe not. Let's do something different. And fine.
And how do
That's
I explain,
what you're choosing.
How do I explain that?
Right.
You know, when people are like, oh, why are you single? Why don't you have that? What you just said there, that was all of it. And I do, like, my belief about myself is that when my kids leave, I will do the work and really, I mean, I already am doing as much as I can, but with the energy that I have. But when they leave, I'm all there. I'm here for it. But I just didn't want to take away from time and attention with the kids to do that. So anyways, whatever. I am who I am. I'm living my life.
You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, I won't. I'm not sorry. I really am not. I'm like, you know, because, you know, I do like the 5 core values.
Yes.
My core values are authenticity, love, what's next? EQ,
honesty,
integrity, and freedom. Oh yeah, freedom was number 3. Whatever, it doesn't matter the order. But those are my top 5, and I am living by those. Yeah. Like those, the way I'm choosing to be in my kids' lives and parent, I am living according to those. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm proud of that. Am I missing some things? Could I be better? And of course, but that's everyone, right? Yeah. I don't think I need to be 100% in every fucking area of my life. That's crazy. That's machine and robotic. That's not humanity. That standard is not even something I'm attempting to achieve.
It's not sustainable.
I don't care.
Like the burnout, the crash out from that it'd be so catastrophic.
Right. So I'm very verbal about those areas that I'm not strong in, you know, organization. I'm going to acknowledge that. Yeah. I will never argue with my kids about that. Yeah. So I'm hoping that validation and acknowledgement will free them to go explore their own standard when they leave. And that's how I tell them. I'm like, when you have your own apartment, I'm so excited for you to figure out what's best for you. Because we know it's not this. This is me, you know, and not even my best. This is me living with dependence, which is not really where I thrive. So I thrive on my own. Or with somebody. I mean, I do feel like...
How do you know?
Yeah, I know. How do I know? Yeah, so far with the test runs that I've had, I did do really well, like from a housekeeping standpoint. Yeah. I did really well with just me and an OCD partner. That was great. We actually worked really well together. Then we had a kid and all shit hit the fan. It was not good because I can't handle anything. I literally can only handle myself.
It's very difficult.
I can't handle a partner who like doesn't pick up after themselves. I wouldn't be able to do that either.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know, anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
What else? What you got?
Speaking of things that are really hard to do, Jell-O shots are extremely hard to make.
Oh my God, yes. Tell me what happened. First of all, you made Jell-O shots because you're such a good party thrower. I want you to throw me a party one day.
Oh my God. Okay.
I don't know what for. Maybe when my kids leave.
Oh my God. The way I'm going to throw you the biggest party, you're not even going to be ready
like
for
a
it.
Weekend party. It's going to be like a 3-day event.
A rager.
I can't wait.
I do really like hosting. I like the crafting of what kind of decor, I love a theme. I like putting together themed snacks and everything.
Do you go and buy stuff for each theme, or have you collected it at this point?
I have collected a lot of things, but there's some that for this party that I just threw, I bought 2 separate holographic lettering with string to hang up banners, and it's just like a collection of letters and numbers. So I will have that forever now, but I didn't have that before. But I have happy birthday stuff, goodbye party things.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Graduation things. Anyway,
Halloween, you definitely have.
Yeah, we have some Halloween stuff. Yeah. So I'm just collecting my own little party decor.
I love it.
Hoard. So yesterday I threw a party for one of my good friends who quit her job from teaching after 7 years. She's out of the classroom. She is graduating with her master's degree next Saturday.
Amazing.
And she got a new job that is exactly what she wanted to do and something that grad school prepared her for.
Awesome.
All the stars aligned. This is the summer of my friend. And so she's like, I want to throw a party. She asked if I would help plan it. I'm like, please.
Done.
Of course. So I co-planned it with one of her really good friends that she's known since college. And so there were 3 different themes. So it was kind of hard to tie it all together. But the theme was class dismissed.
Wow.
She's graduating from grad school and
Brilliant.
she's leaving the classroom.
Yeah.
Class dismissed.
Amazing.
Anyway, so for one of the sections, she's obsessed with the show Severance with whoever that guy is from Parks and Rec.
Love him.
What's his name in Parks and Rec?
The little guy.
Lizzie Nope husband.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben Wyatt is the spouse's name. What is Adam Scott? Okay.
Wow. 2 first names.
Adam Scott stars and I think directs, produces the show Severance. It's such an interesting concept.
Yeah, it really is.
Basically, these people work at a certain facility and they're doing work that outside people shouldn't really know about because it's such classified information. Yeah. So whenever you go into the building, you basically become an innie. So the innie only knows about what is within the building, their job, their coworkers, that's it. They don't know what life outside the office is. And then, and likewise, their outside person, their outie, does not know what the inside of the building looks like, what they wear when they go in, what their coworkers are, the work that they do. They have absolutely no idea.
How do they know to show up to work?
Well, they do know that they work at Lumen. They know that they work at this building. So they know I wake up at 8 and I come home at 5, but they just don't know what they do all day at work.
Crazy.
That's honestly kind of how I feel.
Yeah, you always say that. You're a separate person at work.
I really am because when I go into a patient's room, I don't need to show up as all of this.
Yeah.
I just had a stroke. The lights are too much.
Yeah.
So many people are running into their rooms at all hours of the day. They're getting asked thousands of questions. They're mourning the loss of their body and whatever's happening. I don't need to come in being Loren.
Yeah.
They don't need that.
Hey, my dog cow patty diarrhea right outside my room today. So you think you're having a bad day? Think about waking up to that.
I read the room, obviously, and sometimes I will share a little bit more personal things with my patients because they want that connection.
Yeah.
They're looking to be seen or have a whatever.
Yeah.
But that is not usually what I show up with. So my coworkers will be like, "How was your weekend? What'd you do?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
Who cares?
I have to look in my camera roll to literally, and if I didn't take pictures, I don't know.
Probably nothing, I guess.
Literally don't know what I did, so it doesn't matter. I would have told you if I had something to say.
It's irrelevant.
Anyway, and then whenever I drive home, sometimes I'll drive home in silence. I don't listen to anything. The hiccups.
That's fun.
This is the hiccup part of my hangover.
Oh, okay.
Fuck me. Okay. Anyway.
Wait, we got to go back to the party.
Anyway.
The severance.
When I come home, I don't really have a lot to say about my day unless like something really crazy happened that it's just so pervasive I have to talk about it. Okay. So Severance, she wanted that to be incorporated in the party. So whenever you're an innie, you have like there's like a blue theme. Like the lighting is blue. You have a blue card. The elevator turns blue whenever you become your innie. And then red signifies your outie.
I can't stop yawning. Sorry.
Putting you to sleep?
No, it's not you.
Anyway, so I made red Jello shots for outie shots. Blue Jello shots for innie. Okay. Jello shots are so fucking hard to make.
I've never made them. I've never even thought about it.
So I didn't realize how many steps it would be because they're at like fucking frat parties.
Yeah, exactly. How do you do
boys
it?
who don't even clean their house for people to come over are capable of making.
Do you think they have
Jello
the girls
shots?
made them?
Now I do.
Yeah.
But Jello shots like just always kind of appear at parties and like they're so nonchalant. They're like very like understated. Like, oh, I'm just gonna like take this Jello shot. Like you don't think about. They're so underappreciated. Like you don't think about how much. Okay. So first of all, I was making 2 different colors. So like that was part of it. And I was high trying to make them. But I feel like it still would have been difficult sober. Okay. You got to boil water.
Okay. I have made Jello before, so I'm curious to see what the...
It's pretty much the same.
Oh, okay. So we're just talking about Jello. I was like, wow, the alcohol really complicates it, huh?
It doesn't.
Okay.
But the alcohol does have to be very cold.
Okay.
And that's like... I guess for Jello, it's like half boiling water, half super cold water.
Right.
So half of the cold water is
the alcohol.
So it's a fourth for cold and then half boiling.
Got it.
And like fractions and me.
Yeah, never have gotten along.
Mm-mm. Plus I had to quadruple the recipe because the recipe was only for 10, but I was having 15 people over and my friend was like, I want everybody to be wasted. So I was like, okay.
That's a lot of shots.
I've got to make it happen.
What kind of alcohol?
I did vodka.
Okay, yeah.
I think you could have used tequila, but most of the recipes that I looked at had vodka, so I think maybe something about that consistency like mixes with Jello better than another one.
And it's not a strong flavor typically, so I wouldn't mess it up. Okay, did you freeze the vodka before?
I did put it in the freezer.
Okay.
They turned out great. It was a lot. Like...
Because you quadrupled the recipe?
Well, to make 40.
Oh, yeah.
So the 10, like the one from what the recipe filled up like an entire like 1 ounce container pretty much.
Oh.
So it was like a lot of, like people were like choking. They were like, I'm like, swallow it. I worked hard for that.
Blood, sweat, and tears are in that.
Choke it down. Get drunk.
Get it down your guzzle.
Anyway, so
that
it was just kind of crazy.
Is hilarious.
Yeah, I was talking about it the whole day. I was like, have you ever made Jello shots before? They're actually pretty fucking hard. Can you eat 3 of them? Because if I have any left...
Can you chew them up and swallow them because they're so big? What's so funny is that you haven't really clarified what it was so difficult about it, other than the boiling water and the cold.
Yeah, it was just a lot of steps. And
like, the fraction.
Pouring it into the little ramekins was tough.
I would think that would be fun. That wasn't fun.
Well, I don't know. I was high.
Yeah.
So I was kind of spilling it everywhere and like then everything was sticky.
I don't like that.
So you had to have like incredible precision.
No.
With everything. And like everything's got to be fast. Like the boiling water. So I had to like re-boil it for the blue.
That was the hard part.
It was
the pace.
Yeah.
Because that's counterintuitive for being high. It's like those two things go against each other.
I think it would have been difficult even if I wasn't high is what I'm saying.
I think you should try it sometime.
I really don't want to. It was so hard.
I know. It was so funny. I don't like the stickiness of Jell-O. I don't like any type of precision in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Case in point, I'm not
like exactness.
organized.
Like you are making a different
consistency.
You're just changing the consistency that doesn't naturally occur. Yeah. So like you have to get the temperature and the amounts perfect.
That's a lot of science. That's what it was.
It's a lot of science. It was physics.
There was physics, math, chemistry. And none of our subjects right there.
No, that's not anything that I was made for.
And stickiness.
Sticky.
And steps. I can do like 3-4 max steps.
I love Half-Baked Harvest.
Yeah, me too.
Her food, her recipes are just delicious.
Yeah.
So many fucking steps. So many ingredients and so many steps. Always.
I can't do that.
And I'm like, the food is so good, but it took 2.5 hours.
Right, that would take me 2 days to do. Because I'm like, I have to prep everything the first day, and then the next day I have to put it all together. Like, I can't do all of that at once. Everything I make is, if I even make it, that's part of the meals. It's on the list of food. Sometimes meals are not made.
Like, your classic is your crock pot chicken.
Yeah.
Because you can just...
Exactly. Throw everything.
Throw that girl in the crock pot. Forget about her. And it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. I'm making a crock pot.
As you should.
Or
I'm shocked you make anything at all, to be honest.
I know. I think I have to make fried chicken tonight. Because I wanted to try, I love fried chicken. So do my kids. But
of course.
I wanted to try it with tallow instead of, I usually do it with coconut oil. And I think that'll taste way better.
Because can you taste the coconut a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we're used to it now. But like, it would be just so great.
If it had like a little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
But I do make, everything's crock pot, or like last night I made steak, which I only eat tenderloin, which is the most expensive and best steak. So fucking good. I know, I shouldn't be doing that. Like the financial
whatever
burden.
this is. I don't know what I'm doing even.
You just always...
But I'm obsessed with my pinkies.
I know you are. They're so cute.
They are childlike. Yours is pretty childlike. You have a pretty small pinky, actually.
My pinky's like twice the width of yours. Look at yours. Yours is like almost like a...
It's literally like a 3-year-old's finger is my pinky.
Your pinky has not outgrown your 3-year-old self.
Right. And which is crazy because the rest of my fingers are like pretty big. Like I've got big fingers, all things considered. Like
big as in long. Width?
I don't think they're that long.
I don't think they're wide.
They're pretty wide. They're pretty chunky. Anyway.
Whatever.
I'm a size 8 ring.
I'm like a 7 1/4.
Yeah, I might be 7.5 now, actually. I'm skinny. Oh. Anyway.
Can't get it over my knuckle. Probably an 8. I want to look at those silicone rings. Okay. I have to talk to you about one more thing.
Okay.
Well, 2. One, I can't imagine, you know how much I hate hair.
Ugh. Like loose hairs.
Yeah, loose hairs. I don't like hair on anyone
on your body.
But myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even myself, sometimes I don't like it. So I can't imagine that I would never like shave my armpits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
However, I've been, you know, when you expose yourself to other ideas or people or things, and then it starts like sinking in. Well, I follow and I watch so many feminists that I love, and a lot of them don't shave, right? And I'm like, oh my God, that would kind of be nice to not have to think about that. I don't think I can get over that. Maybe one day, we'll see. However, my eyebrows. I have plucked my eyebrows since I was 13, and I don't want to anymore.
Don't.
I know I haven't. And so they're looking really unhinged, but I don't even look at them. You know how many times...
I couldn't tell. And you wear your glasses all the time,
I know.
So it covers up your eyebrows anyway.
You know how many days a week I don't even look in the mirror?
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah.
I just don't. And then every now and then I'll catch a glimpse because something was like, oh, do I need to pop it or an itch or whatever?
Right.
And then I'm like, oh God, I haven't looked at my eyebrows in months. But the middle, I don't really like as much. Like I plucked a couple.
I literally cannot see.
Okay, is that because you don't have your glasses on?
My contacts are in.
Oh, okay. So just wanted to see what your thoughts were on that.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Love your thoughts.
I don't touch my eyebrows I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably get them waxed.
Oh my God.
And I do that like when I'm getting my nails like done maybe once a year.
I don't think I'm ever going to do it again.
Yes. I love that for you.
I love that for me too. Thanks for validating that.
Oh my God, of course. Because the thing about armpit hair is I don't even like it on men. Like when their armpit hair is sticking out. So I feel like that's less of like a feminine thing and more of just like the aesthetic of it all. Like the poking through if you're wearing a tank top or like a dress or something. And here's something. Sorry. Here's something about like femininity that I really do like is the prettiness of being a woman in terms of like feeling pretty. And that's different for everybody.
It's different for everybody.
For me, it is when
hairless.
I am
yeah, I know.
Silky smooth.
I am a hairless cat.
I do like to leave a little bit in the cooch area. Just from like a bacterial pH standpoint.
Yeah, I like none.
And an itchiness, and I don't like the clinging to my underwear feeling.
I don't like hair. I don't ever, and in fact, you just helped me answer. Not that this was a question. I'm not trying to grow my armpit hair.
Because you have your arm hair, so you don't shave that.
No, I don't. But it's really, I mean, it's blonde and it's very light, which is so funny because literally when I was little, one of my nicknames was Mary Harry because of my arm hair. As if I had so much and I barely have any. Yeah. I'm like, kids are psychotic.
It's such a complex that you had too for such a long time.
Did. I literally.
And you're not hairy.
I know. Really, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I do not like seeing hairs on my counter, on a toilet, whatever. And the armpit hair looks like pubes, okay?
100%.
I don't ever want to see that.
Yeah.
I just don't want that in my space.
Yeah.
So that's probably not going to happen for me.
And the smell of it all, too. And, like, you wear natural deodorant. So, like, imagine mixing your coconut oil in.
Because I put it on with my fingers.
With your arm pubes.
Yeah.
It's just, like, that would be a lot.
Arm pubes. That's exactly right.
So
yeah, like
it's not for you, and that's okay.
Like I like it when men trim at least. Like I don't want to see a full grown.
I don't want it peeking out of the crack of your arm.
God, I hate hair. Anyways,
gross.
Next.
Anyway,
I'm thinking about cutting my hair off. 10 inches to donate to Locks of Love. Did you know that you can't donate to Locks of Love if it's dyed? Yeah. Because I did this when my son, he had really long hair and then he cut off like 12 inches and we donated it. And one of the requirements was that it wasn't dyed. And I was like, I don't dye my hair. So I could like be one of the few people in the world that can donate hair.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but.
I guess. I don't really understand.
But like my hair's dyed, but like not an exponential amount.
But like, why does it matter is my question. I don't know. Anyways, I'm thinking of cutting just 10 inches off. I don't know how much 10 inches is, but then I was like, oh, maybe this will be my thing where I grow it out and then cut it up to my shoulder and grow it out and keep donating it.
Yes.
And it was funny because I asked my friend and my daughter at the same time, I was like, what do you guys think about me cutting all my hair off to donate? And they were like, okay, you have to define what cut all your hair off means.
Because you have literally cut all your hair off and had no hair before.
I have shaved it off. Which
right before my wedding, which is like the most selfish thing you've ever done. It's fine.
I didn't do it for me, and I will probably do it again. Hopefully not around my daughter's wedding or anything, but we'll see.
Just like don't do it again.
I might
like,
want to. I loved it, especially in the summer. Like I may not keep it shaved like I did for 6 months, but I may just shave it for a little while. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about shaving my head, just cutting it. You think I'll have like a little lob?
Ugh, I love you in a lob.
I know. I thought you liked my hair a little bit shorter too.
I like your hair every way that you've had it post mushroom state, post acorn,
post Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, because you've got great hair and you have a great face shape and just like body for any length of hair. So like you should do lots of different things. I mean,
the grow out was brutal.
It was the grow out.
It wasn't fun.
But whatever. Like, I'm always going to have an opinion, so.
What's so funny about the wedding season of it all was we were talking about this extensively because you were depressed about it. You were, like, gutted that I wasn't going to have a full head of hair. I was like,
that's so sweet. But my wedding.
Yeah, you were like, oh, no. What will you do? And I'm like, oh, I think it'll be, like, at least to my chin. Like, I'll have, like, a cut. It'll be cute. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, my hair grows as slow as molasses in winter. And it was just I was like, why is this taking so long? This is actually crazy how long this is taking.
I think your hair grew at a normal rate. Oh, we were just very unrealistic.
My hair took 4 years to get to where I thought it would be by your wedding, which was 6 months after I started growing it out. It took 4 years. The way I was imagining it at your wedding, I was like, oh, it'll probably be like right here.
For right here.
4 years. It took me a long time. Anyways, whatever.
Here we are.
Here we are. I grew it all back.
Yeah.
And
then some. Like, your hair's never been this long, I feel like.
No, I don't think so. It keeps getting stuck in my armpits.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot to wash.
Totally.
I don't want to do it anymore. There are things that I really like about it, but we're done. Anyway, okay. Well,
that's all for now.
That was all for me. See you next time.
If today hit home or lit a spark, drop a review, subscribe, follow, like it, post it, tag us, and send it in the group text.
We're so grateful you've spent time with us today. If you want to keep this podcast alive and thriving, there's a link to support us below. Even $5 says, keep going, gals.
Until next time, look for opportunities to deviate from the default, and don't forget to ask yourself,
for what?